It's week 4 of the NFL, and the focus is on Ivan Pace. He'll get after you every chance he can get on defense. It's the Vikings and the Seahawks under the lights on Thursday night.
From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Good to be in the booth. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go here on a Thursday night. This field in at about the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
And he's coming off a game where he's pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. He had a couple nice throws here and there, and I think that's what gives this team hope that he is the quarterback for the future, Mike, because when he's on, it looks like big boy football. The problem is they just don't see it enough. He didn't get into any sort of established rhythm, never found the end zone, and of course he had the 1 interception. I think today, get him off to a good start, get an idea of what the defense is looking to do to counter you, and find some easy layups to get this quarterback going. I think last week they weren't able to do it, and if they don't find early success today, I have a feeling the result might not be all that different.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only to get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, he can have a shot to leave here with another win.
He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A peek at his receiving numbers from a week ago. Part of the offensive performance that led them to victory. 2nd and a yard. First run of the game here with Zach Charbonnet. And I think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
3rd and a yard. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. First reception for the NFL leader in that category here in the opening month of the season. And it's a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Big snap on 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to possess the football for the second time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Oh, they are running with a flag, and he's lost the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here comes a return, and that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Vikings offense ready for their second possession. They have the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead, see if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10. Evan Ingram, the intended target. It's second down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run-after-catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. A first down throw for Nix. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up manageable second down.
They face second down and 7. Back to throw is Nix. A pass Complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Nix, how to throw it here on first down. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Going to return this from the 10. He is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Seahawks offense getting set to get back to work. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Walker. And a good run there on 2nd down. A pickup 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down. But that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations. It'll get you the first down, just not here.
A tight end in motion now. We'll try and run it with Walker. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
We've seen 3rd down really turn into a pass-happy down throughout the league, and I think this is an example of the play caller kind of using that to his advantage. Keep the defense off guard, keeps the ball on the ground, extend this possession.
This one intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Understanding the coverage shells of cover 2 is critical, especially for the linebackers, Mike. They're responsible for those underneath zones. There is some vulnerability to this coverage unit if you don't have guys who understand their assignments. But I'll tell you what, this guy definitely was paying attention in meetings because he was in the right place at the right time, and he's able to come away with the big hit.
That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
They'll run it out of the gun with Charbonnet. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Quickly out to Williams. That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. throwing. Nix. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newman.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and have a chance at that pick. Mike, that ball was thrown. Me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
At the 27-yard line.
Here's Walker. And this is going to be a Seahawks first down. He gets it up past the 30 to the 32.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Back to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing now from the gun. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. At 9, Mitchell, the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If you can't protect the quarterback in the NFL, you might as well just throw your entire playbook in the garbage. Everything starts there. And with the amount this quarterback's been hit,
here's the punter now, as he is on to kick it for Seattle. Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Vikings offense make their way out to take over once more. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and we'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now Nick's going to look to throw. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan. Because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing is Nix. This one brought in by Hopkinson. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. We got a stoppage. There's an injured player. It is T.J. Hawkinson who was shaken up on that last play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. Throwing left side. And it's taken in by Williams. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Let's add that to the list of great throws we've seen out of this quarterback here in the first half. We thought he might be in line to have a good game, especially against this style of defense. But let's be honest, Mike, he's been more than just good. He's been sensational.
To throw is Nix. Quick throw, taken in. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Here's Nix to throw. That one taken in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. The Vikings move further out in front. It is now 17-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This fielded at about the 9. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.